Good morning. It is Tuesday, September 9th. I'm Paul J. Daly. This is Michael Cirillo. This is the Automotive State of the Union. Today we're talking about Tesla's Master Plan Part 4, flying eVTOLs, and McKinsey hiring the young folks despite all of this AI talk and hiring freeze talk. That's going to be a fun story. Michael, good morning.
The young folks.
The young folks. See,
good morning to you. Good morning to where are you?
Good morning to where am I? I am in Orlando, Florida. My wife has been forever pushing to take a 2-week vacation. We have a vacation rental down here. I have a funny story to tell you, by the way, who I saw in the neighborhood. This neighborhood, it's called Reunion Resort. It's south of Orlando, or south of like the theme parks. And we're here, and she's always wanted to stay for 2 weeks. And I was like, we can go for 2 weeks, but I can only not work for 1 week. So here I am.
Oh, that's a good, hey, that's a good trade-off. Change your environment a little bit, get some stuff done. Are you looking at an ocean? Are you looking at a river? What are you looking at?
I'm looking at Miles working over there at a makeshift setup. If you look behind me, we have the PS5 and the Xbox.
Oh, yeah.
And actually, if you look out to my left here, I am looking at hole 11 of the Jack Nicklaus golf course, which is pretty cool.
All right.
Not too shabby. The other day, Delta has their annual golf invitational here. So Delta, the airline. And so they were playing on all 3 courses. They were out here early. They were out all day. And I'm just sitting in the backyard area here. I'm just trying to find the CEO. I'm like, is the CEO going to play this hole? Because I'm totally going out and introducing myself. And I'm going to see what he can do about my status.
Are you a golfer?
I haven't been a golfer my entire life, but this last year, I actually bought a set of clubs and I'm trying to learn how to play golf, which is very difficult. And I think I've at least Miles and I played around last week, and I've elevated from just absolutely horrendous to now I'm just a bad golfer. I've elevated to bad golfer.
I took my family last weekend to a Top Golf. It's not a Top Golf, but it's that concept.
Yeah.
I don't know what I am, but
yeah,
I've learned a couple things, the linking of the finger.
I hit the ball. Yeah.
That's about where I'm at. Well, I posted a picture that my daughter took because I was like, oh, that's a great photo she took. And this guy messages me on Facebook and he's like, dude, but what's with your left leg? And deadpan in the moment, I'm like, bro, I have one leg shorter than the other. And through Facebook Messenger, I felt the ghost leave his body. And then he's like, oh my gosh, serious? And I'm like, no, I just really suck at golf.
Dude, that's so you. That's so you. All right, well, we could talk about golf all day, but instead we're going to talk about our upcoming SoTo Edge webinar with our friends at vAuto, mining your misses to make deals and win inventory with Patrick Janes of vAuto and Adam Claiborne of Mike Shaw Kia on Wednesday, September 10th at 2 p.m. These SoTo Edge webinars are so much fun to be a part of. They're quick. They go in under 30 minutes. We try to keep it lively, try to keep it fun. Make sure you join us live so you can be there in the comments as well. The best way to do that is go to soto.com. It's real easy. Sign up right there on top of the fold. And if you can't be there live, you'll get the recording and you'll learn a little something. And who doesn't want to figure out how they can recover some missed deals? I mean, everybody wants to do that. I do. I want to do that. So join us. Go to soto.com and sign up. Let that be your plan. Speaking of plans,
segue.
Okay. So Tesla's Master Plan Part 4. Feels like we're in Rocky movies now. We're just releasing master plans. Is here. They have released, if you can go back through and read Master Plan 1, 2, and 3. This is here, but it's a little more philosophical than the other ones have been. Barely a mention of actual cars. The company appears to be pivoting hard toward artificial intelligence. Big surprise there. Also humanoid robots and an ambitious goal they are calling sustainable abundance. That feels like very philosophical. The document is positioning Tesla as a leader in building tools that bring AI into the physical world. The original master plans outline very clear goals like launching EVs, scaling production, pushing solar. Fewer than 200 words of the Part 4 master plan even reference Tesla's current or future products, with humanoid robot, their Optimus robot, taking center stage. The plan is leaning heavily into themes like growth is infinite and innovation removes constraints. I think we need to say those both with a British accent. Electric vehicles are only mentioned in the context of the past, saying the future is autonomy, labor automation, and AI computing. Musk has said Tesla's humanoid robots will account for around 80% of their long-term value.
Wow.
We have a video for this, and we're going to play the video, and maybe you can react to the video. I've seen it already, but we'll let you react to it.
Humans are tool makers, and at Tesla, we are builders of physical products at scale that make life better for all. We have been working tirelessly to create the foundation for a technological renaissance through the development of electric vehicles, energy products, and humanoid robots. This next chapter will be on an even grander scale than we have yet to see. We are building the products and services that bring AI into the physical world. We are combining our manufacturing capabilities with our autonomous prowess to accelerate global prosperity. We are building a safer, cleaner, and more enjoyable world for all. We call this sustainable abundance.
What's the happiest future you could imagine? One which there's sustainable abundance for all.
Okay. I mean, first reaction.
They're forgetting the last part of the script. They didn't read that. It goes, I am Optimus Prime, and I'm contacting all remaining Tesla bots, taking refuge among the stars. Well, my reaction is this. This is, I don't know, maybe I'm not paying attention, but this is the first time I've seen the culmination of Tesla's work all presented in one thing. I don't think a lot of people know how deeply they are into robotics and AI
and solar.
And solar. And I want to say, I'm going to get her name wrong. Maybe Nathan, you can fact check this. Last name Wood. She is a hedge fund manager that only deals with robotics, AIs, future tech, those sorts of things. She's been talking about for years that we need to be going all in on Tesla because they are the largest AI. They are the largest AI producer.
I know who you're talking about.
Is it Diane Wood or
Kathy
something
Wood?
like that?
I wanted to say Kathy is the first name that came to my mind.
Yes.
Founder of ARK.
Yes, ARK Investments. Yeah.
You look up her interview on Stephen Bartlett's Diary of a CEO, and she goes into it. But the first time I saw her was at a live event, and she was like, go all in on Tesla. Like, this is the cheapest Tesla will be. Robotics, AI, battery technology, so on and so forth. And now I'm like, oh, right, I see it.
There it is visualized. I think there's an element to watch it. I mean, it's a beautiful video. You have to go watch it if you didn't get to see it, if you're only listening to this. But it very much does paint this bigger picture of how it all works together and sustainable abundance. It is philosophical, but when you look at the pieces and how they fit together, it's very logical that they're building this ecosystem. I think they're the only company that's actually building the ecosystem, right? We have a lot of people who are doing cars or doing humanoid robots or building chips or developing AI. And a lot of those companies, you see them starting to dip their toes, like even GM, right, dips their toe into energy. And some of these other AI companies are now understanding that energy is going to be the constraint. So they're dipping their toe into energy. Tesla's the first ecosystem. It's very Apple-esque, where it's like you can have all these things working together and syncing. And maybe they're not, and I'll say this about Apple too, like maybe there's some technology in their devices that is not as advanced as some other devices, like some camera tech and some. However, like when people ask me, like, well, why do you love Apple, especially like Android folks? Like my phone has been doing that for years, and I'm like, I just like when it all works together, right? When I bring it near the other device and it knows who I am and it transfers my settings and it just works. So, I mean, I'm a big fan of Tesla in general because they try big things. And then that's just Tesla, right? You think of all the other XAI and SpaceX and all the other things they're deploying. I don't think I shared this on the show because I think it was right before vacation. my wife and I were sitting on our back porch in Syracuse, New York one night. And she's like, come here. What is that? She's like, I'm watching these, like, they're not planes. And there's like a bunch of them moving in a line. And we looked up and it's literally, they look like UFOs, but they're like flying in a line spaced out about, I don't know, 45 seconds apart. And I was like, I think they're Starlink satellites. And then we searched and there was a Starlink launch. And within the first 40 hours of launch, they do orbit the planet before they spread out in a line. And she goes, and she says to me, she goes, actually makes me feel a little claustrophobic. Right? Like space used to just be, it's out there, but now there's just stuff. But
if you ever want evidence, though, of how fast things are moving, have you ever tried talking to your Alexa lately? What an idiot! Like,
there was an Alexa in my room at NAMAD. I never really talked to one, but when
they first came out, or Siri felt so advanced, and in just a matter of like 18 months, it is like talking to a cave person.
You're like, you don't know anything. Wait, what do you mean you're thinking?
Fine. Well, I think, this is the big thing. You brought up Apple. I think that connectivity in an ecosystem is a really good visual, because Apple, in my opinion, has up to this point done it better than anybody else. But now all of a sudden you see what a bigger vision or a bigger addition to that could be in now mobility and movement and connectivity in life. Apple's had a foray into it with their health and fitness kind of sector and those sorts of things. But this is different. We're talking about robots going and getting the mail for you and doing day-to-day chores and I mean, gosh, like Amazon workers or factory workers that we can remove some of those monotonous, mundane jobs that a human should have never done to begin with, and move those humans to the human job and move the robot to this like.
Well, I don't think it's the humans should have never done it. Like, history's full of humans doing hard jobs until they figure out a way to make it easier.
Right.
Right. And that's the stepping stone that we are now. And if you even think of like Maslow's hierarchy of needs pyramid, right? Like you have to fill the basic needs before you can start to get to the top. And when you get to the top, it's like this level of like, now I actually have the time and capacity to engage in thought activities like self-actualization. What can I really be? And I think as a society, technology should free us up from mundane tasks so that we can, in the best case scenario, like advance, like he said, abundance. Like there's a theory of economics that is based around the concept of human flourishing, right? Like whatever we do, like the target and the end goal should be like, how do humans flourish more? Man, we're getting real philosophical on the morning show. We could go for an hour on this. I know. Well, what are we going to talk about next? We have to shift. So, this is fun. Speaking of flying cars.
Segway.
It's so close to my heart. Tech founder Palmer Luckey, yes, that's his name, just became the first customer to take delivery of the Jetson One, a personal aircraft that doesn't even require a pilot's license. And yes, he did take it for a spin on camera, first flight. The Oculus and Anduril. What is that? The Oculus and Anduril founder. Is that what it's called?
So no, he founded the Oculus, and then Anduril is a.
Oh, okay. This is the guy who bought the Jetson One, founded the Oculus and the Anduril, right? He took off in Carlsbad, California, after just 50 minutes of training, not even an hour.
Wow.
It's this vehicle, Jetson One, costs $128,000. It's a single seat eVTOL with 20 minutes of flight time, so don't get too comfortable up there. And a 63 mile per hour top speed. His flight kicks off the global rollout. 2025 and 2026 models are already sold out. He says the Jetson CTO says their goal is to move ground-based transportation up into the air. There's a little part of this video when kind of what christened it is he got to peel the plastic off of the screen. And that's what made it official. I think we have the video to show you. Do we have this video? All right, we could turn the sound off because it's kind of annoying. So there he is peeling the plastic off the screen. Then he gets in it. They drive it in basically in the back of a pickup truck. So I mean, it's a big pickup truck.
Got a little Theo Von vibe going on there.
Oh, he's got a big Theo Von vibe going on. The mullet, the baggy clothes. And so, what would you say this looks like? It looks like a Star Wars speeder bike that has a roll cage.
With a roll
and,
cage.
And the quadcopter, right? It's like like you would expect on a drone. And he sits in this sucker with a helmet, and they're standing far back. He's in a big grass field, and then it just hovers off the ground effortlessly. And he just starts flying around and floating around. Would you fly one of these, Michael? How close are you to an actual pilot's license? You're like very close.
Not as close as I'd like
Not as
to
close
be,
as you'd like. I knew that was coming.
Others. I would
Closer than
fly
me.
one. I would not spend 128 grand for 20 minutes of flight time, but I would. I mean, if this was at a SoDuCon, I would be flying it through the halls.
I don't think you would be. This is perfect for a neighborhood like yours, actually. You live in this big neighborhood, right? And you have all of these all of these open areas, fields and things like that. You could go from one part of the neighborhood to the other. That would obviously get hairy.
You're much safer than I was like, I will fly it to 7-Eleven, get my energy drink, my peachy keen, land on the roof, climb down the back, and then fly home.
That is wild. That is wild. You know, you're going to start to see stories about this. My theory on this is like the best way to engage one of these is the same way that you engage with a boat, right? You have a friend that has one.
Yes, that's right. That's it.
But it's a reality. You can buy it. You can fly it. You don't need a license. This is one of those things where I'm sure like legislation and rules are going to have to catch up with the tech. But at 20 minutes, no one's really going anywhere very far, or at 63 miles, not very fast.
I mean, like I brought this up before in kind of like a cheesy way, saying like George Jetson was born 2 years ago in the timeline of that TV show. Mm-hmm. But the reality of it is, okay, like imagine what this is going to look like in 40 years.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine where this flying car technology is going to be in 40 years. And the reality is we've had people already on this planet for well over 50 years, 60 years, who were capable at their time and their technological advances to think about Star Wars, to think about Star Trek, to think about the Jetsons and all of this future technology. So like, it shouldn't be a surprise now that we have the means and resources to actually assemble these ideas, but the ideas themselves have existed for over half a century.
That's right. That's right. Speaking of
Homer Luckey.
I mean, that's the name you want if you're buying one of these things. Let's see. Speaking of people with lots of ideas, young people always have lots of ideas.
Look at this. At a time when many fear AI, I mean, we kind of pontificated, philosophed. Is that a word? Yeah. We philosophed earlier about this. AI will make, so at a time when many fear AI will make junior roles obsolete, McKinsey is leaning into the opposite direction. The firm announced it plans to grow North American hiring by 12% in 2026 with a focus on entry-level talent, especially those fluent in emerging tech. McKinsey's, they currently employ 5,000 to 7,000 non-partners in North America and could grow that number by up to 20% in 5 years. Their North American chair, Eric Kutcher, values younger workers' fluency in tech. Quote, the 20-year-old econ major is way more in tune, close quote. He says, he emphasized that while AI may improve efficiency, it frees up teams to pursue growth initiatives, not layoffs. Many CEOs aren't excited by cost cutting. They're eager to redirect resources toward new opportunities, he noted. And one last quote, he says, what we will work on will still require the same level of intellect, doing the things that you can't do with machines.
I love the fact that in this time when we have been talking a lot about entry-level positions and junior positions being very quickly replaced and easily replaced with AI GPTs, right? It's just automations, vibe coding, all of this stuff that McKinsey is realizing very quickly that leaning in, using in the article, it said that they're, because of all the savings that they're coming across because of using these AI tools, they're reinvesting those into junior employees. I think without a doubt, it's very quickly catching on that the younger tech nimble thinkers are adopting these tools very quickly. And I basically what they're realizing is that they want to get the best talent now that knows how to leverage these tools, because for them, it's probably a market share play, right? They can develop new things at a higher pace, so they can be really picky about people who are AI fluent, which also ties back to the fact that colleges really need to catch up, because if colleges aren't teaching kids how to use and deploy AI tools, but they're resistant to them, because they're trying to preserve the old way of education. The ones who are advancing it, their kids are going to get scooped up way faster by these firms that are already understanding that like they get the savings and efficiency now, but they still have to invest in young tech forward thinking so they can develop whatever that next world of things is going to be.
Yeah, I resonate much more naturally with this level of thinking. We're not looking at how to replace you. We're looking at scale. What can you do? What kind of greatness and kind of this abundance idea, what can you experience now by allowing or bringing in or thinking critically through how to have AI augment some of the things you're doing now to help you accomplish more, do more, experience more on your terms, I think is really cool.
Yeah, I love that. Well, listen, I think we kept folks here long enough. We hope you enjoyed our little musings and pontifications across today's stories. The bottom line is the same thing. There are people you're interacting with. You're out there. Go out there and serve them, and you will figure out the tech. See you tomorrow.